Deputies are on the scene of a deadly shooting as we come on the air at this 11 o'clock hour.
County deputies are on the scene of a deadly shooting in Waimama. Now, our crew just arrived on the scene there.
ABC Action News reporter Julie.
This is where I was raised at all the way up until I was like 10 years old. And like all outside right here, we'll play. This was the only areas I could really play for real. Here, behind there, like a little park back there, and like my cousins. This was really the only place that I could play for real, because that's where my mom could see me. Like, it's kind of parks in the back. Feel me, kids will always be in the back and stuff like that, but I could never really go back there just because my mom was kind of strict. But this is where it all really started for real. This is where I come from, real humble beginnings. A lot of people kind of feel like, just kind of like when they meet me, when they see me and whatnot, nowadays that I was kind of raised, you know, with it all made, silver spoon, all that, and they don't really know that it really came from humble beginnings. So yeah, this is where it all started. Really in my hometown for real, it's really a lot of family. Like, family live here, and then it's just like, it's like literally my whole family lineage probably lives here or lived here at one point growing up. So yeah, we pulling up on, we got like 3 stores here, like 3 gas stations here. This one coming up, we call this one the green store, right here. Been at this store, man. These people at this store, they ain't there know me since a baby for real. Been there since forever. And then if we look right there, it's another store called the supermarket. That's the other only store here. And then there's one more. This one right here actually got burned down and they rebuilt it back up. That's why some of it red, like the gas pumps don't even work right here. Like, these ain't even real. Like, look how old these look, bruh. Like, the gas pumps don't even work no more. So this just kind of tell you a little bit about the town for real. It's real old, whatnot. But yeah, this gas station burned down. This used to be my grandpa's favorite gas station. But, huh? Who got the stuff on there? Probably part of the one that's over there. Oh, 10, 9, 8. This is the church that I went to as a kid before we moved away. I used to be sleeping during service, you feel me, eating good food though. I ain't gonna lie, eating good food though. So right here, actually, this lady right here in this house, I don't even know her name, bruh, but I just remember her like known as like the teeth pulling lady. Like, I had a tooth that wouldn't come out when I was young, scared to pull it out obviously, and so I came to her house. Like, she was the one that pulled all the kids' teeth out if they needed it. So that's the only memory I have about this house. Like, just remember her pulling my tooth out. She tied it to a string. I think she tied it to a chair. I don't even know what she did, but I remember her pulling one of my tooth out. Hopefully we get a good throwing session in, but this way, you feel me, history was made all my little league years, Super Bowls, playoffs, all type of stuff on both of these fields, for real, for real. I got something.
When he was a child growing up, he was a really good kid. Like, he was the kind of child that didn't want to disappoint me. Like, I didn't have to whoop him a lot. When he would get in trouble, a lot of times I would just sit him down and I would say to him, you know, Anthony, I'm really, really disappointed in you. And when I would say that, that was enough for him to just bust out crying. He would just cry and just pretty much did what I asked. Like, he was a pretty good kid. He wasn't perfect, but he was a pretty good kid.
I don't know. In high school, I would say was definitely probably one of the more fun, like, better parts of my life. Just because I was, you know, getting a bunch of offers, playing high school football, you know, big kid on campus, you know what I'm saying, all that good stuff. That was pretty fun. I remember a lot of visits that I took to different schools and whatnot. Being recruited since I was being recruited since like the 9th grade. So the recruiting process, you know, all that was taking place my whole 4 years. You know, just playing high school football, that was like the biggest thing for me. Because as a kid, you watch the older guys in your city or in your town or in your Florida even, or in your state even, play football, and it's like, dang, like I want to be like them when I grow up. And then I was there, and so it was kind of just like kind of a surreal moment like I'm having now. Just being in those shoes and playing football on Friday nights and scoring touchdowns and getting offers, talking to college coaches. That definitely was a time that I was just like really no care in the world, kind of just like living life for real. Throwing session, Skyway, like I said, did well, you feel me? It all started for real. As a kid, you know, youth ball, running routes, playing ball, 7-on-7, tackle, play all these stands right here, all these stands right here, filled up. On a Saturday, we used to be here all day from morning to day and night. So it feels good to be back to where it all started at and things like that. And really, like, what I'm so thankful about, like this whole thing, I feel like my mom did an amazing job, like kind of like keeping me away from some of the bad things that happen here and having me fall into the trap of being here. Because most people that are from here, like, honestly don't really amount to anything. Like, they kind of just like go about life just basically doing nothing and basically make nothing of themselves. So like my mom made sure like my whole life was in the inner city of Tampa, like suburban areas with good schools, sports. Everything I did was away from here. So pretty much all I did here was like be here on the weekends if I didn't have football games and sleep here. Honestly, she did a really good job at just keeping me away from this stuff, allowing me to see stuff that was better, creating relationships with people that are away from here. That way I can have a better future. And I really think that's a big reason to why I am the way I am and who I've became to be today. So I was only 1 year old. I was born in 2005. And so his birthday is May 6th. A lot of people really don't even know that like my dad passed away, because I really just don't share it with people, just because I feel like, I don't know, I wouldn't say I'm embarrassed about it, but I just really never share it with people. I just kind of keep it personal, but I'm starting to share it more because I realize there's power in my testimony, and it is through my testimony that people come to know Christ, people come to know Jesus for themselves and just stuff like that. So I'm starting to share that more. But really, this was something that I never really shared, and my mom kind of been trying to just push me out of my bubble and my comfort zone in that space to share it more, because there's power in that. So I guess that's what we're doing right now. And so that's actually why I wear the number 6, because his birthday is May 6th. So that's actually, a lot of people don't know that. And so my mom trying to push me to share that more than I do right now. And so everything kind of derives from that. That's the reason that I play. He's the reason why I play. The number 6, that derives even into Swift 6. It's a lot of meaning behind the number 6, and that's why I'm so passionate about the number, and it's not just a number to me. And so now y'all kind of know the reason. But honestly, like, I think the hardest years to be without him was definitely like my teenage years, for real. Just because I was, accomplishing so many different things. I was the number 2 running back in the country at one point. Had over 40 plus offers and things like that. I just felt like there were so many things that he would have been proud of and that I was achieving that he just wasn't here in the physical body. To see and experience with me. And so I dealt with a lot of days where I was just in the car on the way to school crying, just talking to God and just asking him, different questions. Everybody always likes to ask God why. But yeah, that's kind of the story on that. And so anytime I'm home, anytime I feel like I gotta come talk to him and say something, I come and stop by and just, spread some words. I talked to him before I went off to school and just told him the plan, to get this thing done for him. So we gotta finish the drill. And then this was like the middle part. All my cousins would go to, be like, Scoot, like, you want to come to the park with us? And I was like, yeah, nah, I can't. Like, my mom don't let me go to the middle part. So that was always kind of like the thing. When I got a little older, I was able to do it. But when I was young, I could never go there because she couldn't see me. So right here, they call this the corner. Right here at this stop sign. If anybody ever be like, where you at? And they be like, I'm on the corner. You know they're right here. This like the universal place for the corner. So yeah. And then so right here, literally right next door, this Miss Emma house right here. So me and my cousins used to always go to her house and just like stay the night, bro. Used to be up at like 3, 4 in the morning, playing the game, shoot, doing whatever. We'll go across the street, come to the park, play basketball, then get tired, come back. And yeah, man, it's really just a lot of memories right here for real. Like, I spent a lot of days at this house, a lot of fights, a lot of rap battles, just a lot of memories. Honestly, I would say it's a couple things that kind of drive me to play the game. First and foremost, my Lord and Savior, doing everything in His name, Jesus Christ. Then I would probably say the love of the game. Like, I'm in love with the game. Like, I've been in love with the game since I was 5 years old. That's why I've never stopped playing. And then like the rest would kind of just be for my pops, my family, my support system that poured so much into me. I just feel like I have to repay them. I will repay them for all the hours and the time and the money and the energy that they poured into me. Definitely owe them the world. So that's kind of what drives me, or what I would tell somebody if they ask me what drives me.